Okay. So today we are going to start the disease causing microorganism in human being. This is the chapter of 8th class and the chapter name is microorganism friend and foe. We have already completed the microorganism. They are useful to human being and nature also. So today we are going to start the harmful microorganism in case of human being. Okay, so today's topic of discussion is the disease causing microorganism in human being. Okay, so we know there are certain bacteria, viruses, and fungus. They you and protozoa. They used to cause or they used to infect the human being also. And due to their infection, certain types of diseases are caused to the human being. So today we will discuss about those microorganisms and the disease caused by them. Okay. So first point here we have to discuss, which is the pathogens enters to our body. Okay. When pathogens enters to our body through the different way, like they may enter through air, they may enter through water, or they may enter through the food we eat. Okay, these are the mode of entering the microorganism inside the human body.
Sir, do we have to note them down?
No, beta, I will share that notes on your WhatsApp group. I have already shared, but you are new, so you must not be having. So I will share that note on your WhatsApp group so that you can go through from there.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Yes. Whenever I will take to, whenever I'll ask to take a screenshot, just take a screenshot. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So suppose I'm drawing the rough diagram for the human being here. Okay. This is a human being. Okay. So there are different ways like air. Through air, microorganisms are entering inside the body. We have water, the contaminated water. Okay, through it microorganism can enter, and food. Okay, so these are the main three ways by which micro or the harmful microorganism they enters inside the human body. Okay, yes. Next, okay, they can be also transmitted by the direct contact with infected person or carried through the animals also. Okay, so these are the different way by the transmission of microorganism from one person to the next. But there are certain different ways like the contact with infected person, and when somebody like get infected with animals also. See, like some animals they are also vector, they also causes. Okay, so like we have rabies. This is again a kind of disease which is transmitted by the dog, so it is a pet animal. Okay, so some animals they also act as a vector for the transmission of disease from one person to the next. Okay, so I'm writing here through animals. Okay, student understood. These are the mode of transmitting microorganism from one person to the next. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next part. Next, we are going to discuss next point. Microbial diseases such as cholera, common cold, chicken pox, tuberculosis. These are the disease can be spread from infected person to the healthy person through air, water, food, or physical contact. And such diseases they are transmitting from one person to the another by these following ways are called as bit of communicable diseases. So it is a kind of disease. It is a type of disease which is a communicable disease. Those disease they are transmitted from one person to other person by air, by water, or by food or by physical contact are called as communicable diseases. Understood? Do
Yes,
reply.
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Next point. So we had to write definition over here. So what are communicable disease? Those diseases which spread from which spreads from infected person to healthy person to the healthy person through air, water, food, or by physical contact. Physical contact are are called as communicable disease. Communicable diseases. Understood, beta? Everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So take a screenshot for that because a part of I'm just going to scroll it down. Just take a screenshot. Done, beta, everyone?
Sir, 1 second.
Yes. Make it fast. We have to complete that chapter by one more next lecture.
Yes, sir.
Done, na? Okay. Any doubt, beta, till here? Any doubt, everyone?
No, sir. No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So now we will discuss the next point. Okay. There are some insects like we have mosquito. Okay. So we are discussing about those insects. Okay. There are some insects and animals which act as a carrier. Carriers are nothing but beta vectors. Vectors are nothing but disease carrier. Okay, they are disease carrier or maybe they are microorganism carrier. Understood? Do reply.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. So like we have malaria, the female anopheles mosquito, okay, which carries the parasite from one person to the next. Okay. So it transmitted parasites through the mosquito, female mosquito. That's why we would say that mosquito is the vector or carrier of that disease causing microorganism. Okay. For example, let's discuss that. For example, housefly is one such carrier that sits on the garbage, is it? That sits on the dirty place, even in animal extra, like extract, which is nothing but the waste which is removed out from the body of the animal and human being. Okay. So most of the disease causing pathogens, they stick on their bodies. Okay. And when they flies to the next place, so they may sit on the food that we eat. Okay. And if we will eat those food, those microorganisms will enter inside our body and will cause diseases. Okay. Such these flies sit on the uncovered food. They transfer those disease causing pathogens into the food, and then if we will eat that food, or maybe we would say that contaminated food, okay, we will get infected by those microorganisms and we will get sick. We will get sick. Is it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. So it is advisable to keep the food covered. So it is advised for you also, and you have to spread that advice to other one also. every time we had to cover the food all the time. Okay. Some more
Yes, sir.
example of the carrier of microbes are the female Anopheles mosquito. Why female Anopheles mosquito used to bite human being?
To suck blood from our body.
So male mosquito will also do that, the same thing.
To get some like in the nutrients and everything in the blood to get them.
Yeah, see what happens generally.
So to spread the disease.
Female mosquito requires more energy because female mosquito have to lay eggs. So in order to lay eggs, female mosquito require more energy. That's why it slightly get attracted by the carbon dioxide which is removed out from the body of animal. That's why they get attracted by the carbon dioxide and they used to suck the blood from human being and other animals also. Okay, so they used to suck the blood from human being and other organism because they require more energy in order to lay the eggs. That's why female mosquito they used to bite human being and other organism also. Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Next, this, okay, which carries the parasite. What are parasite? Parasites are those microorganisms they live on the body of other organism. Okay, they are called as parasites. So parasites of malaria, female Aedes mosquito act as a carrier of dengue also, dengue virus. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
Aedes, yes, Aedes mosquito is the carrier for that. So you have to remember all this name, like Aedes mosquito is a carrier of dengue virus. Female Anopheles mosquito is the carrier of parasite of malaria. Okay, like this. So you have to remember, and housefly is the vector for the many other disease causing pathogens. Okay, so you have to remember all these vectors and which kind of microorganism they are transmitting from one person to other person. Okay,
Yes, sir.
this notes is very important and very precise. Yes. Next point, all mosquitoes breed in water. Yes, we know that. One should not let water collect anywhere like in cooler, tire, flower pot, etc. So generally mosquito they grow and they lay egg in water only. Okay, that's why
Contaminated water, sir.
even in fresh water, beta. Suppose
Okay.
like rainwater is get collected on the tire or maybe in cooler or any the surface where water can be collected, mosquitoes start laying egg there only. Okay.
Okay. Okay,
Yes.
sir.
Yes. So by keeping the surrounding clean and dry, we can prevent ourselves from the mosquito breeding and mosquito biting. Okay. So this is the
Okay, sir.
precaution that we had to take around us. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you want to take a screenshot here, you can take a screenshot because I'm going to scroll it down. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here we have the flow chart in order to understand and remember the common diseases and their mode of transmission. Okay. So see, through air, tuberculosis, malaise, chickenpox, and poliovirus can be transmitted from one person to other person. Through water, transmitted diseases are cholera, typhoid, polio, and hepatitis A. These are the diseases caused by the microorganism and they can transmit it through water. Through food, the cholera. Okay. Through the contact, chickenpox, and through mosquito, malaria and dengue. Even we have filaria. You know what is filaria?
No, sir.
It is, most of the people they are having their disease in their legs and their legs becomes like leg of elephant. It is also called as elephant disease.
Sir, like it becomes very big?
Yes, yes, very big. Yes, right.
Okay.
Yes. So it is called as filaria. Again, it is transmitted by the mosquito only.
Sir, what is hepatitis A?
हाँ बेटा,
What do you mean by hepatitis A?
hepatitis A. Okay,
Yes, sir.
wait a second. Let me explain that. Wait a second. So this is the infection which is called as beta filaria. Okay, or it is also called as filariasis. It is caused by the parasite. Okay, and which is spread by the mosquito. See, it is spread by the mosquito. We already discussed that now.
Yes, sir, you have told.
Yes, yes. So generally what happens when this disease causes, our blood vessels, they becomes very thick. So this is the normal blood vessel, and this is the blood vessel which is caused, which becomes more thick when that filariasis is caused. Okay, and
Yes.
it is, yes. So lymphatic vessels means limbs means nothing but the foot, legs. Okay, where these vessels are become more and more thick, due to which the size of the leg becomes very large, like elephant leg. That's why it is called as elephant disease. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so yes, so worldwide, like 856 million people get affected by that filariasis. Okay,
Sir, is there a particular reason that it comes to these people?
see, this is where this filaria, like contaminated water is there, pollution is there. Okay, water pollution is there, then it may causes generally. Okay, but some, it depends on personal or persons or individuals immunity level also beta. If your body is more have capacity to kill those parasites inside your body itself, so you are not going to cause by disease. But someone if having less immune system or weak immune system may cause this by the disease easily. Okay, so it is
Yes, sir.
spread by the mosquito. So we have to prevent ourselves, we have to keep our surrounding clean. We do not have to keeping this water
So
on
not
fire.
allowing the breeding of mosquitoes.
Yes beta,
Sir, I was saying that not allowing the breeding of mosquitoes.
you have not seen what did
No,
you
sir,
say?
he's saying to stop it, to stop the breeding, to not let the
Yes.
breeding happen.
Okay, yes, and there are many ways by which we can stop the breeding of mosquitoes. Yes beta, right. Okay, so you can take a screenshot for that also.
Yes, sir. So
And-
1 second, can you put it?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, done.
Yes, sir.
And any doubt in hepatitis A? No,
No,
na?
sir. No,
Okay.
sir.
Everyone, have you taken screenshot for that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, we are moving back to our notes. Okay. So now we are going to discuss the types of disease. See, there are two types of disease. We already discussed about the communicable disease. They may spread from one person to other by air, water, food, contact, and
Sir,
see, air
and physical contact, food, air,
and through
and water.
animals also. Yes, animal and insects also. Okay.
Okay.
And non-communicable disease, like those disease, they do not spread from one person to other person. Okay, are called as beta non-communicable diseases. Yes, like we have cancer, it is not going to spread from one person to other. Okay, like AIDS, it is not going to spread from one person to other. Yes, it is spread when yes, it is also spreading from one person to other. So we have cancer, it is not spreading. We have headache, we have stomach ache. Okay, all these are the diseases, they are not spreading from one person to other. That's why they are called as non-communicable diseases. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So just take a read, just look and read that part, because we already covered that communicable and non-communicable disease. See here we have the lung cancer, liver damage. Okay, they are non-communicable diseases because they are not spreading from one person to other. But we have cholera, we have common cold, chicken pox, tuberculosis. Okay, they generally spread from one person to other. That's
Sir,
why they are
tuberculosis in the which part of the body does it occur?
on in respiratory tract.
Okay, sir.
Yes, that's why the person is caused by the tuberculosis. They having cough generally. They used to cough like this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now we will discuss about preventing the disease of communicable disease. So we are using mask nowadays. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. We are washing our hand again and again. We are using sanitizer. Is it? Whenever
Yes,
we are
sir.
sneezing, we are covering our mouth. So these are the technique that we are applying nowadays. Before eating and after like defecation, we have to wash our hand properly. Okay. Do not keep the food open, drinking water open. Do not let the water collected around you. Just keep your surrounding clean. All these are the technique that we have to apply in order to protect ourselves from being diseased by the communicable diseases. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we will discuss some points which are given in our notes also. So keep infected person from like other to advise him not to keep the handkerchief, okay, on the nose and mouth while sneezing. Keep our environment and surrounding clean. So whatever we have discussed, they are repeating again. Never let garbage collect in neighborhood. Timely vaccination against the diseases. To prevent mosquito breeding, we should not allow water to collect anywhere in our surrounding. Okay, so these are all the techniques that we can use in order to stop or prevent spreading of the communicable diseases. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So if you want to take a screenshot for that, you can take now.
Yes, sir. Once.
Done, sir.
Everyone done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we will discuss about disease caused by microorganism in other animals. So first we have beta anthrax. First we have anthrax, a dangerous disease that affect the human and cattle caused by the bacterium called, or instead of bacterium we will write bacteria also. Okay, called Bacillus anthracis. Okay, the disease caused by Bacillus anthracis bacteria is called as beta anthrax. Okay, so it
Yes,
is,
sir.
yeah, it is causes to human being as well as the cattle that we rear. Next, food, foot and mouth for animal. Foot and mouth disease in cattle is common. Okay, and which is caused by the virus called foot and mouth disease virus. It is called as FMDV, foot mouth disease virus. foot and mouth disease virus. Okay, it is common in animals beta. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we will discuss like disease caused by microorganism on plants in case of plant. Okay. So not only the animal get affected by the microorganism, but plant will do also. Okay, they also get affected by the
Blights.
microorganism. Okay.
Yes,
Sir, like blights, right? Like the disease blights.
Yes, beta.
Like in plants, disease is blights, right? In potatoes.
Yes. See, microorganism can also cause diseases in plant and reduces the crop yield during the crop production. Some of the plant in which they cause diseases are, we have the wheat, we have the rice. We will discuss about all these things, don't worry. We have the potatoes, okay. Then we have the sugarcane, we have orange and apple, and other plants also. We have like few example here, okay, but other plant also get affected by the microorganism.
sir. Can you put it a little up once? I'll just take a screenshot.
Yes, take a screenshot beta. Yes, wait a second, let me just zoom it out. Yes, now take a screenshot.
Yes.
Done. Everyone done? Do reply, everyone. Everyone do reply, beta. I am waiting for your response.
So could you repeat your question? I couldn't hear it.
I was just asking, have you taken the screenshot for that?
Yes, sir. I've taken.
Okay. So common diseases in plant generally caused by microorganisms like, okay, we have the citrus canker. Just remember the name. The citrus canker is caused by the bacteria, okay, and spread through the air. Means if it goes to the particular land or crop field, so it may spread to whole crop field because it spread through air beta. Okay. Then second we have the rust of wheat. The rust of wheat is caused by the fungi. Okay, and also it gets spread through the air as well as through seed. If those seed was infected by the fungi, if you will grow those seed, okay, you will sow those seed, you will get also the same disease called fungus disease, and which is nothing but the rust. Okay, so it is again the dangerous disease which is caused by the fungus.
Sir,
Yes, beta.
so I have a doubt, sir. So then can all the plants get affected, not only of one type of plant?
No, generally we are protecting those plants that we are growing in our crop field.
So any type of plant can
Yes,
get affected,
yes, beta.
Okay, sir.
So it can affect us through the seeds, right? When
Yes, beta. It can also spread through the seeds. Suppose you are showing the infected seed, so the plant will automatically get infected. Okay, that's why we had to show the fresh seed which are not infected. That's why before showing the seed, we had to treat those seed in like sun dry and other chemicals we had to apply, so that those fungus and the microorganism can get killed easily. Okay. Then we have yellow vein mosaic of okra is generally caused in bindi. Okay, and it is caused by the virus beta. Okay, and also it is getting easily spread through the insect, because most of the insect they're wandering over the plant from one plant to other plant for sucking nectar of the flower. Okay, so these virus can be spread from one plant to another by insects. Okay, because pollination process, insects are there which is helping to the plant. So by insect, that virus can spread from one plant to other. Okay. Yes. So these are the common plant diseases.
Sir,
Yes, beta.
could you explain again how insects could spread the disease?
Do you know what is the pollination?
Yes, sir.
See, pollination is the process in which pollen grains are transmitted from anther to stigma in order to get fertilize the plant. Sorry, in order to get fertilize the ovary of the plant flower. So what happens generally when insect, they are sucking the nectar of the flower. So they are wandering from one flower to other flower, one plant to other plant. Okay, that time this virus get sticks in their legs and their body, and they spread from one plant to other plant. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, welcome, madam. So these are the common plant diseases, okay, that may affect the yield of the crop. Now we are going to discuss about the food poisoning. What is food poisoning? Okay, suppose we are eating the contaminated food having like disease causing microbes in that. So when they will enter in our body, they perform like decay decomposition process, and due to which the poisonous substance form inside our stomach, okay, which causes the food poisoning. Beta, we'll discuss that here. So food poisoning in human could be due to the consumption of food spoiled by some microorganism. Okay, means if you are going to eat the contaminated food, then so microorganisms that grow on the food sometimes produces the toxic substance in it. Okay, and make the food poisonous, and which causes the serious illness, even the death of the patient. So it is very important that to preserve food, okay, and in order to prevent from being spoiled by the microorganism. That's why we are, storing the food, we are keeping the food covered, and other techniques that we are using in order to prevent the food from being spoiled by the microorganism. Okay, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Take a screenshot here again.
Taken, sir.
Okay, everyone.
yes, sir.
Now, if food is getting spoiled by the microorganism, that means we have to preserve the food. Is it?
Yes, sir.
So we will discuss the preservation of food. See, microorganism spoils our food generally. So we have to preserve our food. Okay. So spoiled food emit the bad smell. So we can easily identify the food is contaminated already. So we should not eat that food. Okay. That has a bad taste even, and change the color also sometimes. Okay. Some common method to preserve food are as follows. First one is the chemical method. So preserving like adding salt, okay, or edible oil and common chemicals, generally we use to check the growth of the microorganism. Okay, like we can use vinegar. Generally, in order to preserve the rice grain, we are using the boric acid powder. Edible oil we are using in pickles. Even salt we are using the pickles. Is it?
Pickling, sir. Pickling process. We put
Yes,
them.
yes, beta. Even sun drying also. This is not chemical process.
Natural process.
Physical process we would say.
Okay, sir.
Yes. We add salt or acid preservatives to pickle to prevent that pickle in order to get attacked by the microbes. So we are using the salt and acid. Sodium benzoate and sodium metabiphosphite are common preservatives which are used in jam, then squashes to check their spoilage. Okay, like we are having that fruit juice in the market, jams, jellies, we are using this chemical substance, which is nothing but the sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate, you have to remember this name, huh? Sodium benzoate, which is a food preservative, and sodium metabisulfite are the food preservative that we are using in jam, squashes, and jellies, etc. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, take a screenshot here again.
Done, sir.
Next, preservation by adding common salt. Common salt is nothing but sodium chloride. So to preserve meat, fish or eggs, common salt is used. Okay. So meat, fish are not covered. The fish are over with the dry salt to check the growth of the bacteria. Okay. So generally what happens if you will add the salt, so bacteria and other microbes, they are not going to grow there. Okay. So our food will get preserved automatically. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So by adding salt. Next, salting is also used to preserve amla, raw mangoes, tamarind, etc. Beta. Next,
Yes, sir.
yes, preservation by adding sugar. So sugar is used for preserving the jams, jellies, and squashes. Okay. So this sugar may be like artificial or the natural.
Sir,
Yes, beta.
so I have a doubt, sir. By adding salt and sugar, you change the taste, right? So how do you consume?
Generally, jams are sweet in taste, jellies are sweet in taste, squashes are sweet in taste. So for like different beverages, we are using sugar. If we
Yes,
will,
sir.
yes, so we are not going to add salt there, no. So like we are adding salt in pickles.
Yes, sir. But still it
Yes.
changes the taste
See,
of the
before
foods.
going to see, if we are adding salt in meat and fish or chickens, like so what we had to do before cooking, we had to wash that, so all the salt will get washed out with water, current of water.
Sir, it is even like it doesn't salt keeps the microorganisms away from the
Yes,
food
because
or meat.
salt contain chlorine and chlorine is poisonous to the microorganism. Okay.
What does sugar have then?
Hamida,
So then what does sugar have that is harmful?
will you please repeat? Sugar, okay. See, sugar is having higher concentration in the jam, jellies. So in higher concentration of the sugar, microorganisms are not getting suitable environment for growing. So they are not used to grow there then. Because ideal condition is not provided there. That's why they are not going to grow there. Okay. Because they, yes. Okay. So it reduces the moisture. See, if we will add the sugar, it will reduce the moisture and contain with inabilities to grow the bacteria which spoil the food. Means the ideal condition for growing microorganism is not there by adding the sugar. That's why they are not going to grow there. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then preservation by adding oil and vinegar. So oil and vinegar are used to prevent the spoilage of pickle because bacteria cannot grow in such environment. Okay. So that's why we
Yes,
are
sir.
adding oil and vinegar. Yes. Vegetables, fruit, fish, meat, etc. are often preserved by this method only, by using oil and vinegar. So heat and cold treatment also. Okay. Suppose we are boiling the milk like many microorganisms, okay, after providing heat, okay. So generally what we used to do, we used to boil milk like 2-3 times in a 24 hour. So microorganism, if they are growing there, they get killed automatically. So your milk will get preserved. After that, it can be stored or used. Is it? If we keep our food in a refrigerator, So in refrigerator, the temperature is very low. So at low temperature, again, disease causing microbes are not going to grow there. So our food will get preserved automatically. Okay. Low temperature inhibits the growth of microbes. That's why we are preserving the food in refrigerator.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We already covered 1 hour, so we will discuss this point and we will end our today's session.
So I have a doubt, sir.
Yes, beta.
So if you add oil to the pickles, then it still comes, sir. The microorganisms still are there. Like,
Yes, they are not going to grow there, beta.
so but it comes, sir. Like there is oil in the pickles, but when you add water, it comes back.
Yes, that's why we like that oil and sugar we are adding in order to reduce the content of water, no?
Okay, sir.
Yes,
So can you scroll up? I'll take a screenshot. I didn't take a screenshot.
yes, yes. I will send that notes, don't worry.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So pasteurization is nothing but the heating or the boiling in, okay, it is the free from harmful microbes. Like we are pasteurizing the milk by heating 70 to 70 degrees Celsius for 15 to 30 seconds, and then suddenly chilled at a and stored, so that microorganism is not going to grow there. Okay, by doing so, preventing and growth of microbe can be prevented there. So this process is discovered by the Louis Pasteur. Which one? Pasteurization of milk, and it is called as pasteurization. Next, last we have the storage and packing. Okay, like dry fruits and even vegetables are sold in a sealed airtight packet in order to prevent the attack of microorganisms. If they are packed airtight, so microorganisms are not going to
Enter.
grow there. Yes, enter there, and the food will get preserved automatically. Okay, so students, we have already covered like 1 hour and 3 minutes. So I have another class right now, so I have to take that class. Huh?
Chips, right? Like,
Yes.
so it's filled with nitrogen in the packet.
Yes, beta, sometime. So we will discuss that in next class, beta. Okay, everyone. Bye bye.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Bye, beta.